Welcome new arrivals to Hack The Box Academy, your first step into learning offensive and defensive security. My name is Jex, and I'll be your guide today. In Academy, you'll find a self-paced guided learning experience. You're able to take your time and pick from a gallery of different skills that you're ready to unlock. Think of Academy as your hallowed hall of learning, while HTB Labs is a playground for various types of hacking content. Academy is where you'll refine theory and structure and bring those together for the road ahead. So let's dive in and check out some of the features of Hack The Box Academy so you're prepared when you take your first swing at it. Alright, so we've landed on the Hack The Box Academy dashboard, and the first thing that we want to check out, modules. Think of modules as your classes. Look through the library and try and find something that appeals to you in the many different tiers, difficulties, and types of content that we offer. Think of the module as the book and the sections being the many chapters there within. So let's hop into this really quick. So boom, go here. I am in the post section of the web request module. And if I scroll down here, I start to see a ton of information pertinent to this particular thing I'm learning. Notably, at the very bottom, we get to a instance that you'll see right here and a question that you'll see right here. This is a pwn box. Simply start the instance and it takes some time and a box will come up and act as our lab environment for this particular section. And additionally, we have our target, which we will click right here to get that going as well. So with the pwn box, I could just click it into full screen if I wanted to bring it in and have its own little instance pop up here and then work from the confines of this window. And I can check out, I now have an IP address that I can utilize to answer the question for this lab. And I want to give a shout out because this is Parrot OS. Parrot OS will have everything that you need to get through any of the different modules that we have within Academy. It is a powerhouse of an operating system that we utilize across both platforms. Now, I want to round this video out with a couple of additional pieces of information you might need to know, starting with paths. So I came back to the dashboard so I can show you paths right here. If I click on this, I'll see two different options. If I click on the skills path, I'll find a variety of different modules that are put together to teach you a particular skill. For instance, if I click here, I will see two modules on privilege escalation, if that's what I want to begin learning. Or I can click over to the job role paths where we start to get into some pretty interesting stuff, considering these job role paths, whether it is the pen testing, SOC, senior web, these collections of modules actually are your starting point for taking a certification that identifies with each of these. For instance, if I wanted to take the CDSA, I'd have to go through the SOC Analyst's role path. So let me show you what I'm talking about. If I go over to exams here, I can see all the different certifications that we test for here at Hack The Box Academy. And these go along with all of those paths that you saw before. Well, let's talk about how we purchase any of these things in the first place. Next to each module, you'll see this tiny icon with a cube and a number, whether it's 10 or 500. If you click on this, you'll find that it's our currency for Academy. When it comes to the price of different modules, if you look here, there are 5 different tiers that all have different costs associated with them. This is important for new users because 0-tier modules technically cost 10 cubes, but since you start with 30 cubes and get all 10 back on completion, they're actually free. If you're looking to purchase cubes, you can actually go to the top here, which shows you a variety of different plans that are both annual and monthly. If you're a student, please check out this option here. But if I wanted to get individual cubes, I would just scroll down to the bottom here and pick the desired amount that I wanted. Additionally, this is where you can find exam vouchers for any of the particular certifications you'd like to take in the future. But if you want job role paths and some of the tier modules all rolled up together, you can always go for the silver or gold annual plans. Be sure to check out the benefits of each and pick one that works for you. Now that you have an overview of Hack The Box Academy, go ahead and try some Tier 0 modules or blaze your own path into security today.